Hello again, welcome to JDM Escapes. So, as you might have guessed by the title, this was a bit of an impulse buy. Haven't found a reason to buy it yet, haven't found an excuse to buy it yet, and I haven't found a purpose for it. So, not really sure what to say about this one, and obviously it was that kind of impulse buy that I'm actually filming on my phone. I don't have the camera with me either, so yeah, there's not really much I can say about this one. Right, the story is, I saw the car for sale a few weeks ago, spoke to the girl who owns it, and couldn't justify buying it, so that was kind of it. I kind of left it alone. Now, yesterday I walked past the car, and I've already got the keys for it, I've already paid for it and all that kind of stuff, and somehow went from walking past it in person to actually owning it in about 20 minutes. Yeah, anyway, right, I'm going to go get the car, get it on the truck, and I will come back to you and try and figure out what I'm going to do with it, or why I even bought it, or anything. I'll be back. So there we are. Hope you can hear me over the wind and the engine of it, but that is what, for whatever reason, I have bought. I think I've said this before, when it's cheap and it's Japanese, it just literally gets my attention. I've never understood it. That's just kind of how I am. So I'm going to get it on the truck, take it home and decide what exactly I'm going to do with it. It runs and drives really well, actually. It's not actually in bad condition inside. It's got quite a few miles on it, but it is quite a nice car, to be fair. And it's got a heck of a lot of history, which is kind of nice. But if I show you the mileage, which I believe is in miles, 212,000, so that's a lot. So let's get it loaded up and decide what we're going to do with it. Oh wow, it's on, we're done. I would show you it, but it's absolutely raining really heavy now, so I decided not to stay out there very long. Freezing as well, welcome to England. But it's good, it's on. Car's out there, so all we'll do now is obviously take it back and see what exactly we're going to do with it. And yeah, I kind of already know what's wrong with it. I kind of know that obviously it's Japanese, so it needs some welding. I've seen the MOT list on it. It's failed on emissions, and it's failed on 3 brake pads, I think it was. It was something else wrong with it as well. But it does drive alright, but obviously, you know, there's a difference between driving alright and being safe and legal as far as roads go. So that's why she's on the truck, not being driven back. Yeah. Right, I'll pick this up when I'm back and decide what we're going to do with it. Hold on. Before I decide, if I decide. I'll pick this up later. Okay, so we are back at base and got the car back off the truck, back safely, and that was actually yesterday, the last clip we saw. And most importantly, back on the proper camera, so there's no more like phone quality stuff going on. Right, so again, still haven't really decided what I'm going to do with this, but I'm going to show you the car a little bit better now because it's not actually the rear end anymore. And how nice is that rear end? You can't argue with that. You can, but you're arguing with yourself. Anyway, first thing I don't like, wheels. I do not like those at all. They are some kind of 16-inch BK racings. I know that there was a time when they was probably very popular, but unfortunately that's not the case for me today with this. Business end. Alright, there we go. We can see a little better now. If I'm right, I sometimes am, I believe it's a 2-litre. I should really know all this being I bought it, but it was, as I said, an impulse buy. I didn't spend forever researching it and all the rest of it. It all looks, quite frankly, very nice and original under there, which is kind of weird. Most of these cars have been messed around with, but as I said, the girl did say it's got a decent history, so that's kind of good. Let me just double check. Yep, 2-litre petrol, I thought so. Perfect, right. As I say, it's quite clean under there, despite the mileage. I'm quite happy with that. A little bit of surface up there, but that's about it. Bonnet could do with a resprays, a couple of lack of peel issues around the edges, but overall, that's quite tidy. I'm quite happy with that accident. Yeah, front wheels are really bad, actually. I don't like those at all. They're even worse now I've seen them properly. The MOD stuff's not with the car, it's in the truck. Never mind, we'll work from memory. You've seen in there, I showed you that yesterday. Oh, hold on a minute. There is something in there you probably haven't seen and I haven't tested, so If I'm lucky, this will work really well. If I'm unlucky, it's probably knackered. Let's put the ignition on, turn the fans off. Right, there's a button here for the roof. Let's see if it works. Oh yes, it does. So on the car. Keep it. You decide. Yeah, I like that. Electric roof. And if we press it the other way, does it go up? No, it doesn't. Oh well, never mind. You gotta love an electric sliding roof. Don't think I've been in the boot. Let's go exploring in there. By the way, if you're wondering what all the craziness is going on and you're not used to the channel, this is all stuff that's coming up next year, and that's in the middle of, that's the rear end of it basically. Subframe change. Millions of things going on with that. That 1999 Impreza, full restoration and rebuild and mods and everything to go with it. And that's waiting for a bottom end rebuild when I get the time to get the engine out of it. And down the back there's a Civic that we're building into a track car. So if you're not with the channel, go subscribe. Make sure you don't miss out on any of this stuff because there's a lot coming up and that's only part of it. So yeah, anyway, back to the Prelude. Nice, nice. What's this? Oh, nice. Even got the proper tool, well, a toolkit with it. And some sub and amp wires, it looks like. Yep, sub and amp wires up there. So somebody's had a little bit of fun with it. That's pretty cool. A little bit of surface around the boot lock there. And I do believe there's some on the back arches as well. Yeah, there is. Typical Japanese stuff, nothing to worry about. It's quite solid, that. It's quite solid than most of them. And I don't know if you can tell on camera, but they've got kind of a purple tint on the windows. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Confusing at night time when you're trying to park it, but obviously don't worry about that when we come to it. Yeah, so there it is. What we're going to do with it? Obviously, we need to fix it. Ooh, I've just had a really bad idea. I believe I have a set of coilovers that will fit that car. Yes, I do. Oops. Shouldn't have realised that, should I really? I'll tell you what I did think. I did think at one point, and the lady who got it off, shout out to Beth, you're not going to like me for this thought, and I won't do it up to now. I did kind of think instead of building the Civic into a track car, I might actually build this into a track car, but then I changed my mind completely and thought, no. Even if we do end up putting coilovers and wheels on it and sorting out all the paintwork and MOT stuff, then we'll go from there. But my favourite is the back end. I love that shape. That's the classic 90s shape. That cars should be still like that, and everybody knows that. Right. Yeah. So, what I do know is in the next video with this car, we've got welding to do inside the rear arches where it meets the sill. This is all MOT stuff that I've read from where Beth had it MOT'd. So we've got welding to do in there. The emissions were out on the MOT, which might be lambda, which I think I've got a lambda sensor floating around in here. And welding obviously will be the worst. There's 3 brake pipes to do. And I think it was a CV boot, something like that. So a few little things to do on it. And like I said, we're just trying to make it look better, trying to make it nice. And then we can either keep it and have some fun with it, or sell it and let somebody else have some fun with it. Well, I don't know. This is my problem, you see. I say that because, again, if you don't know what's going on the channel at the moment, we are offering you a chance to win our Mitsubishi FTO. Entry for that is only £10 a ticket, and you can have up to 5 tickets. If you're interested, just message me on Instagram or Facebook at JDM Escape. Nice little plug there. But in the meantime, I don't know what to do with this car. It's really nice, and it's actually quite dirty at the moment, and I love the colour of it. So that's never a good start for me. That's how things end up getting kept. That's why the Civic's still here, because I like the colour of it. Incidentally, we're actually painting that car a different colour. That will be revealed in the new year. So, I'm going to start looking around this one. I'll pick this up in the next video, and we'll figure out what I'm going to do as far as future terms go. We'll get it like road legal again so we can have a bit of fun with it. And if I figure out why I bought it, I'll let you know. In the meantime, thanks for watching.